With the closing of the local Legatus chapter came an opportunity to start a new Catholic business group. Owning and operating a business guided by one's Catholic values and virtues can be challenging. To support one another, business leaders here in Western Massachusetts have come together to form the Catholic Business Organization. Springfield Bishop William Byrne was the guest speaker at their inaugural meeting. Nick Morganelli tells us more.
In January, an inaugural meeting of the Catholic Business Organization began with a Mass celebrated by Bishop William Byrne. Monsignor Chris Connolly concelebrated. He offers spiritual direction to these local business leaders.
Bishop Byrne appointed me the chaplain of the Catholic Business Organization, which means once a month I will offer Mass for the group and be with them for their evenings. And then in the course of the month, if they have any spiritual needs.
Give us this day our daily bread.
John Dowd, a lifelong devout Catholic, is president of this new business group and is a good role model, continuing the legacy of Dowd Insurance Agencies, the oldest business of its kind in Massachusetts under continuous family ownership.
One of the pictures you've seen of my great-grandfather and grandfather sitting in their office with two women and a roll-top desk is the earliest that we could find. We started in an office building on the corner of High and Dwight Street in downtown Holyoke. I remember as a kid going to 96 Suffolk Street, the Sheehan Dowd building, with my father on Saturday mornings. We were there until we moved to 136 Suffolk Street, which was in 1969.
And since 1991, they've been in the Whitney building here on Bobola Road.
My great-grandfather, over my shoulder, was 9 years old, I think, maybe even a little bit younger, when he first arrived.
Dowd Insurance is in its fifth generation of business, and since 1898, it's held strong to the Catholic principles that created it.
The Catholic faith was always very strong in the family, and I knew that because when the agency turned 100, I was doing research, and I actually, with the help of some people at the library, found the eulogy of my great-grandfather in St. Jerome's Church.
What's a good testament to his faith? All the notable attendees at his funeral.
There was a bishop there, and there was lots of clergy, and Mother Mary of Providence from the Sisters of Providence. The Catholic faith was central to his being.
John and his wife Linda have 3 children, and their family continues to grow with 2 grandchildren now. Sons Jack and Evan are now co-owners in the company, but they had to make that decision for themselves.
I went to Boston, got into insurance, cut my teeth a little bit. Originally my dad said, hey, give it a try. If you like it, there'll always be a spot here for you. But right now you're unhireable. So go have some fun, go do your thing, and we'll have a conversation in a few years if this is something you are serious about. As a family, we've always kind of had our morals and principles and our own values, and honestly, it's kind of transcended through the business. So it's nothing that we haven't known as kids growing up. It's just that's what you are. You're honest, you have integrity, and as you do that, business comes easy. People want to work with you, as my dad always says. So I'm lucky to have my brother here, my dad here. Doesn't really get much better than that.
And with grandkids in this Dowd family, maybe there's a hope for a 6th generation ownership.
For sure. But again, we won't be putting pressure on them. We'll just kind of see how it goes.
The mission of the CBO is to evangelize through learning and living one's Catholic faith.
Catholic Business Organization of Western Mass was founded on the premise of, as business leaders, we're dealing with many difficult, sometimes, decisions, and how do we incorporate our Catholic faith into running our businesses and it being an extension of everything we do, right, and how we live our lives.
The every other month gatherings end with a cocktail hour and dinner. The first meeting was graced with an address from Bishop Byrne as he told many stories of faith, including some humor, and encouraged these Catholic business leaders for a godly purpose.
Then you become another beacon, an extension of that light, a reflection of that light in the world.
We're actually talking to the bishop about helping us in a couple of different ways, spreading the word around the diocese through the pastors of the local church to try and encourage young business leaders to basically join the group.
The keynote speaker list is set through December, and membership inquiries are welcomed. Contact Buzz Travers at 413-262-6859.
Jesus, you are the way.
Wishing success in their businesses and this new organization. For Real to Real, I'm Nick Morganelli.
And again, if you are a Catholic business owner and would like more information on membership, contact John Dowd at 413-531-1467 or Buzz Travers at 413-262-6859.